Alright, so today we're working on a 2001 Chevy Silverado 1500 5.3 liter. We're throwing code P0161, which is the downstream bank 2 O2 sensor. We're going to show you how to test them to make sure that they're bad and it's not the cat. I tested both of them on this vehicle and they're both bad. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and show you how to test them. We're going to test for power, ground, and the resistance to make sure that the O2 sensor isn't bad. So let's get started. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I have a power probe. Most people don't have a power probe, and what you're going to do is you're going to use a voltmeter. For a voltmeter, all you're going to do is just probe one to the power, the black to the ground, check for voltage. But for today, we're going to use a power probe. Up underneath your truck, like so. So, downstream O2 sensor is right here. Harness runs right here. So what we're going to do first, generally this is plugged in so it keeps the harness from popping out, but we're going to unplug it. Quick rundown. Each plug is labeled C, D, A, B. We're going to focus on C and D. To start off, we want to make sure ignition on, and with the ignition on we should have at least 12 to 14 volts on D, which is the pink wire. Turn the ignition on. Alright, ignition on, we're looking for this little plus sign. It's going to show us how many volts there are. We're essentially making sure we have power to the O2 sensor. So, stick it in D, as I said, pink. Positive lights up at 11.6 volts. My battery's a little weak, but that's exactly what we're looking for. So now, that was D. We're going to look for ground on C, which is the black wire. So we're going to stick it in here. Green, 0, means we got good ground. Alright. The last thing to do to check your O2 sensor is to make sure we have continuity. You want to make sure you have continuity on this end of this plug. So we need to check for C and D, but on the actual O2 sensor side. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug it in, and C and D, and on this side of the latch, right there, we're going to check those two pins with our voltmeter. Or not continuity, I'm sorry, excuse me. We're going to check the ohms. This setting right here is your ohms. So let's turn it on. I don't know if I got enough hands to do all of this. So, you're going to stick your black wire up there. There we go. I'm going to stick your red in there. Alright, and now you can see it there, 0. So, essentially, the O2 sensor is bad. So we got power here, bad O2 sensor here. Now we're going to change it out.
Alright, first thing you want to do is you want to get you a 7/8 spark plug wrench. You're going to put it over the back of your plug or your sensor, and you're going to break it loose and take it out and screw the new one inside.
You start the truck, just be careful not to burn yourself.
We started the truck being that the O2 sensor had been in there for a long time and didn't want to heat it up so it would loosen it a little bit or make it a little bit easier to break loose. Make sure you always use anti-seize on the threads of your O2s as well.
Especially, don't get them on the actual sensor, just the threads. A dab will do you. Goes like so, plugged in like so, bam. What these ends are done.
Now that we're on the other side of the vehicle, we've already tested this sensor and it's stated that it's reading properly, but we're going to replace it with a new one just because we're doing the other side and we're already up under here. We're going to suck it down with some PB Blaster, even though the vehicle has been warmed up a little bit to try to make the metal expand. It still needs a soak.
Alright. There we go. Alright, you clear the exhaust? The exhaust, heat that motherfucker up. That bad boy's in there. I got you. Alright, which one fits best?
By the way, we are using all the same size wrenches, which is a 7/8. Just some of them fit a little tighter than the other.
The exhaust is still pretty cold, so you can do this. If the exhaust is really hot, please don't do this at home.
Or at least don't do it without gloves.
Don't do it at all. Shut the car off. That one is cooked. Toasty. Already has NICs on it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in.
Yeah, we could get up and cut the truck off, but we're already up under here.
It's not even really hot. But if you're a novice, shut the car off. Alright, snugged up. Go up here and find the hole that it goes into. Somewhere up in there. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to just give it a couple of snugs up. Doesn't have to be super, super tight, but definitely snug it up. Alright. Yep. Found the hole. Hole's right here. Grab our harness. Plug it back up. And we're going to take this little blue pin, which is a retaining clip. Push it back through so that it's a failsafe. And there you go. You got 2 brand new O2 sensors.
And as you can see now, the sensors are switching like they're supposed to be with the voltages, which indicates everything's working properly. That's the end of that video. Thanks for watching.